Hey, are you in your mid-30s and already feel like your body's starting to fall apart? I can totally relate because I remember the first day that my body really started to fall apart on me. I was courtside playing competitive ball like I've done for decades before. I've got a history of varsity sports and playing really competitive elite level sports, but I was that day just feeling like I can't do this anymore. And it started me down this path of trying to figure out, how do I know what I need to be doing for my body? How do I know how to fuel my brain? And how can I get out of this rut, out of this hole that's making me feel like crap all the time? And that's how I came up with Resilience Labs. Resilience Labs all about data. It's about getting the best objective information up front so we can put together a precision medicine program that's personalized for your context. And that's what's really missing from medicine: objective information, getting all of that information up front and then applying it to an individualized context. So I really wanted to know things like, what do I need to be eating? What should I be eating more of? What should I be eating less of? What supplements should I be taking? What kinds of tools are there that are available to me in integrative medicines that might be beneficial? How do I know what's right for me? And how do I know where to spend my money? What I really needed was a blueprint or an instruction manual for how my body was built to function at its best. And so that's what I set out to create. Resilience Labs starts with comprehensive blood work. It's way more comprehensive than you would generally get from our public system and from your family doctor. We're going to go into a lot more depth about understanding how your body and brain are built to function and make sure that we're not missing any information. I want to know what all of those blood work pieces mean together as a pattern and as a group. And then we're going to bring in functional genetic or DNA testing. Understanding how your brain and body are designed to function at their best gives us a literal roadmap for understanding how to give supplements, how to adjust dietary recommendations, and how to give lifestyle biohacks that are actually going to be important and applicable and safe for you, the individualized person. In working with a lot of urban professionals in my practice, actors, young parents, business owners, entrepreneurs, what I find is that people have a lot of trouble overcoming the overwhelming data that they get from all of these different types of tests and all the different types of blood work that are available out there. And so what I want to do with Resilience Labs is make sure that we're simplifying all of that information for you, providing you with the obvious priorities and the leverage points in your DNA to help you get the most out of your brain and body. When we start to understand why our brain and body aren't working at their best, it makes the treatments so much more obvious in terms of what benefit they can have for us. And that means that you're going to stick with your treatment plan for a longer period of time and actually see the results that you're expecting. Some of the things you can expect by going through a program like Resilience Labs are that you're going to wake up feeling a lot better, higher levels of energy, that brain fog is going to be gone, you're going to be able to take on the day like you want to be taking it on. And more importantly, at the end of the day, you're going to have that energy to romp around the backyard with the kids or go and tackle that mountain that you've always been wanting to challenge. The Resilience Labs program starts with a 60-minute interview with me. It's an onboarding process that makes sure that I've got all the medical information that I need to make the best recommendations for you. But more importantly, it gets me the opportunity to understand your context. I want to know what it's like to be you. I want to know what it's like to do your job, what the most important challenges are for you. I want to know what kinds of things you are willing and capable of doing in terms of changing your diet and lifestyle. After we've got a great idea of underlying issues that you're looking to overcome, we will requisition your blood work, a very comprehensive set of blood work that is going well beyond what you would typically get from your family doctor. We're going to swab you for your DNA. It's a simple cheek swab, and we send that away to the lab to be analyzed. While we're waiting for your DNA results to come back, you'll execute your blood work, and as all the objective information comes rolling in, we'll keep you up to date on those processes. When the data comes in, that's when the magic happens though. I'm going to pour over your case, and based on your onboarding session and your interview, knowing everything I can about you, I'm going to take a look at those objective measures, all your blood work, all your genetic data, and I'm going to summarize the most important parts for you. You'll understand exactly what's been tested, why we're testing it, and what your results mean for you, and we'll understand from your genetics what the highest leverage items are for you to be focusing on. You'll get a prioritized list of supplements, as well as dietary and lifestyle biohacks for you to start implementing immediately. Lastly, you'll have the opportunity to connect with me for a final 60-minute appointment. That coaching session is about making sure that we're answering any of the questions that you might have about your results and making sure that you've got a plan moving forward that's sustainable. When I set out to create Resilience Labs, it was about me and wanting to get the answers for myself and the context in my life, a personalized medicine program for myself. You know why you're doing these things and why you have to make these choices and how they're going to positively impact your life moving forward. If you're someone who wants to get into the nitty-gritty and really understand some of the most important biomarkers that we check out on Resilience Labs, check out my other videos about biomarkers for healthspan. Hey, if you've got questions about your health, if you really want to know how to get the most out of your brain and body, and if you like doing that from a data-driven perspective with objective information from blood work and functional genetics, you should definitely hit that subscribe button because that's all I talk about on this channel.